Hey, it's Sharon B. Love here. I'm still at the hotel. I don't know how many people can remember me expressing how I had a fire on May 9th of this year, and I ended up staying at a hotel put up by the city. So I figured that while I was here that I would do some videos. I started off with the weird videos from sounds and stuff that I heard in my room. So I wanted to do something that was more up to how do you survive living in a hotel or a motel room for so long when there's circumstances beyond your control. So for a long time, I struggled with with only having just the microwave and the refrigerator. And as you can see, it's a college dorm size refrigerator. So I had to learn how to one pack my refrigerator. Right now, I just went out and got some pizzas, and those are eggs and sausage and stuff that's in there, and that's a lot of takeout food that I had done, fresh fruit. But believe it or not, you can pack a lot in that little refrigerator. I went out and I got some stuff today, some snacks and stuff, the Dollar Tree, Stop and Shop, Walmart. Walmart has really been a big help to me. I was able to get a lot of things from Walmart. A mini pan, aroma, rice cooker, which I use to make soup and other items in, two-piece toaster, which cost me like under $10, believe it or not. This cost me under $25, believe it or not. This cost me $10. And the rice cooker cost me $20. I also went out and I got a toaster oven, and at least this way I have this stuff for when I do move, and then I already have it for my unit. So when I finally do move, let me turn some light on so that you can see. As you can see, my clothes and stuff. I still got stuff stored in my suitcase, which is under this stuff here. Again, I got this from Walmart. I got a lot of items from Walmart. I really love Walmart. My hair products from Walmart, bath stuff, Walmart. Keep my clothes, socks and stuff, underwears and stuff, all Walmart. Even my little backpacky thing, Walmart. My daughter sent me this for my birthday, this fan thing. I love it. I wish Walmart had it, but they didn't. I looked, so I know they didn't. So nevertheless, I don't just have foods that are fast to cook and eat. I also bought this because I know that at some point I'll be able to make, in this toaster oven, I'll be able to make a meatloaf in a small metal pan. I'll be able to make meatloaf. So that's another reason why I bought this. I think the only thing I did not do was buy dishwashing liquid. And the reason why I did not is because you see these little shampoos they give you here at the hotel. I'm going to repurpose those for two things. One, for my basket, the lotions, when I start back doing my baskets. And two, for dish detergent. Why should I buy some when I can get some every day from the hotel, right? So I got kind of a glim look outside my window, as you can see. That's the parking lot. Not much going on. It's the middle of the day. I'm watching TLC. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to tell you, the shows on TLC, some of them I really love, but the ones that I hate are the ones where They have the sister wives. I don't get it. And the Amish families who they go on vacation and decide not to go back to their Amish life. I don't get it. If anybody gets it, it's probably somebody who has experienced that or have knowledge, more knowledge than I ever will on the histories of those shows. I just don't get it. And shows that I can't watch that are utterly disgusting is Dr. Pimple Popper. I can't. It freaks me out. Hoarders. And some of the My 600 Pound Life ones. Some of those. Not all of them, but some of them. And I say that because at one point I was almost 500 and something pounds in my lifetime. And I lost a lot of weight. And it was hard for me to look at myself. And so it's hard for me to even see other people in that position where they're struggling. Going back to being in this room and TV shows, before I go back into the TV shows, I want to say it's expensive living in a hotel and you have to go out and get food every other day. That's why a lot of the stuff that you saw on my table, where my cereal, my chips, my soda, crackers, that's stuff that stands up well for being in a room a long time. The sticky buns I got this morning because I wanted some damn sticky buns. I don't care. I'm retired and I'm disabled. I'm 52 years old and I give not a fuck who doesn't like it. I love it. I'm good with it. If whoever's not, that's on you. Back to living in a hotel. A lot of times housekeeping does not come to clean up my room. So as you can see, I like to make sure that I maintain. So I take their towels and I clean my floors and I clean my walls and I clean my counters and the dresser area, because those are my spaces that I have to utilize for sometimes preparing food, my hair, my whatever. Okay, so, and I make sure that I have disinfectant on hand to maintain those areas. I get it from the housekeepers. I just ask for some and I keep a bottle of vinegar in my room. And I can always mix that with some water and some soap and give myself a quick cleaning solution. Okay? I do whatever I need to do to maintain while staying here. Gonna post this video. I make sure that I also keep my stuff charged and I keep a battery charger with me at all times, along with a lighter, a refillable lighter, and a regular lighter. And I keep my medications with me at all times as well. Or I keep a copy of the prescriptions on me at all times. Because if something happens and I have to leave quick, I need to make sure that I have everything with me. I keep my ID and my personal paperwork and stuff with me at all times. It's a pain in the behind, but I have no place else to leave it. And right now I'm in debt and I owe so many people. It's not even funny. And the biggest person that I owe is my sister, though. I hadn't been able to pay her when I came back in April. I was supposed to pay her in May, and then I had the fire. And I'm hoping that my workman's comp, because if you remember or not, last year, the year before last year, I had an accident last May A lot of stuff seems to happen to me in May. Last May, I had an accident and I was trapped underneath a vehicle. Both of my legs were pinned. And I spent time in recovery, being at Autumn Lake, and I wasn't very happy when I was there. And I wasn't very happy when I went back to Moore Place, which carried over to 1 North Avenue where I was at, where the fire took place. And I did report to the Housing Authority, to Section 8, to the police department, to the health department about issues that I was having with my unit. And at one point, I was in the hospital and I had a gas leak. But I was in the hospital when it happened. And when I came home, I was unable to stay in my apartment because of stuff that was being done to me by other tenants, and because the police were making fun of my situation and making light of my situation. I was then forced back into the hospital at the time of the fire. But prior to that, I got made fun of, and come to find out I had an electrical fire in my unit. I was trying to, at the time of the fire, I was waking up to darkness, the smell of smoke, trying to fight my way out of the apartment, but then remembering that I had my backpack that had all my personal paperwork and information in it that I needed, my IDs and everything, and even documentation of stuff that happened while I was in that unit. And unfortunately, I was unable to retrieve most of that information and all my property. What did not get destroyed in the fire, the stuff that I could not bring over to the hotel because I had no way of getting over here, got tossed out. So today's Tuesday. I was supposed to be calling around to get a lawyer and get that worked on, and unfortunately I was not able to get that done. So I guess the next thing is to just be grateful that I got another extension on my Section 8 voucher, working with some very capable women who, Tamara Kitchens, who's been very helpful, and Kay Spencer and Irma Benedetto, who've been very helpful in helping me to put my life back together, making sure that I've had my medications, making sure that I'm able to get to the apartments for the viewings, and making sure that I'm not without a roof over my head. So to them, I'm grateful. I can't extend any gratitude to my family because I found out that my sisters and my nieces, who are here in Connecticut, traveled all the way to New Jersey to see my nephew-in-law after he had gotten sick. But when I was in the hospital locally, literally 15 minutes to a half an hour away from everybody, nobody came to see me. So I don't have a lot, and I don't have anyone who can quite understand what it's like to go through every day, and pretty much of my whole entire life has been this way. Go through my whole entire day alone, trying to figure it out on my own. And I've been doing that since I was like maybe 4 or 6 years old. I often used to talk about how as a kid stuff happened to me. And it's true, stuff happened. I was raped and molested a lot as a child, and physically abused a lot, and mishandled and mistreated. And I carried a lot of that around for a lot of years and did not know how to deal. And then I had to learn. And, I go through every year of my life hoping that things would be different. But unfortunately, they don't always turn out that way. Now, I did get news from my lawyer that hopefully my case will be closing out soon. And I had all of these ideas about what I was going to do with the money and this and that and the other. And to be honest, I just want to buy me a condominium and get me a vehicle. Have something solid that's mine. And not have to worry about people putting me out again because it belongs to me. Make sure that the only thing I would have to make sure I pay would be my association fees and whatnot. I thought about a house, but I really can't afford to pay for house tax and all that other stuff. I really don't have the money for that. But I am ready to have at least my first condominium. And that's a goal, hopefully, that I'll be able to obtain, hopefully this year. And, even if it's not a new car, a decent used one. I asked my daughter for something really small. After I got out of the hospital, she asked me what did I need. I told her to start me a GoFundMe. Never happened. The reason why I didn't start me a GoFundMe is because I don't know anything about the technology of doing all of that. She does. I asked family members who know how to do certain things, but a lot of times when I ask stuff, it falls on deaf ears, so I stop asking. I just live the best life that I know how. And even now, sitting in this room, in this dim room, because I have the light off and I have the curtain open. I'm sitting here, I'm about to eat my cheap box pizza and finish watching Before the 90 Days, where they're doing the commentary as they're watching the show with the earbuds in their ear so that you don't hear the noise in the background of the TV. I didn't do that. I just put mine on mute. And, you hear their commentary as you're hearing the show. And I just sit here and I watch TLC. And when that goes off, I watch This Old House. And when that goes off, I watch Zombie Flips. And when that goes off, I watch Reba. And when that goes off, I watch, and so I already know what I'm going to watch, but not pay any attention to because I've seen it 1,000 times. And it's just background noise for me. But it helps me to realize that I don't have to always be stuck in this position. I can move forward. I don't have to be like the repeats on TV. And I find the love that I'm not given so freely. I find it within myself to give to others. And that's what made me decide to call my name, my otherwise known as name, Sharon B. Love. I've had that on my email for the longest time. I started off with SharonBLove71 at hotmail.com. And then I moved to SharonBLove711 at gmail.com because I just thought it was just so cool. And I'm not going to lie, I first thought of this name when I was trying to trick this guy into not knowing that it was me who was who was emailing him, because at the time, texting somebody was expensive. So I didn't send a text, I sent an email because emails were free to send. And I sent him the what I thought was sophisticated email, and thought I was being slick, not including my real name, but I didn't realize that my real name eventually shows up in the header above my email. So that's how I came up with that name, Sharon B. Love, because I really, really, really intensely loved this man. And unfortunately, he didn't feel the same. And that happens in life, and that's okay. Being struck for the second time with a fire in my life, it happened when my daughter was little. There was an electrical fire in an illegal apartment that we were renting, and I didn't know it was an illegal apartment. But the woman who rented it to us knew that it was illegal. And then I had a fire this year, and it was an electrical fire. And I keep ending up in these bad spaces in life, but I know that only I can make some good out of it. I just try to continue to find my way and make some good out of it. And it just opens up my heart more, with more love and more peace and more serenity. So this is Sharon B. Love. That's my new toaster oven and my $6 coffee maker. Those normally go for, they were $10 or $15. They're now $22 or $25 for a 5-cup coffee maker, and I got mine for $6. And that was pretty much almost all the stuff that I had to start over with that got destroyed in a fire. But I'm here. I'm smiling. I'm content. Even through my pain, I'm content. So I'm telling whoever is out there, you be content too. And when I start doing my little cooking things that I'm going to make, I'll put it on YouTube and maybe on Facebook. Sharon B. Love, out.